Hi, it's Susan Isley and welcome to today's episode of I Travel Nurse TV. Nice to see ya. Travel companies in review. Today's episode is on CRU 48 and Cross Country Healthcare, their parent company. Now, last year I had a contract with CRU 48 in the Bay Area. It was a computer conversion contract, so it was 4 weeks in and out the door. And that is one of the things that CRU 48 markets to travel nurses is the concept of get in, get out, and get paid. So from that aspect, CRU 48 has got an excellent marketing concept. If you're someone like me that's been in the industry a long time and is looking just to pick up and go, work, and come back home, CRU 48 has got that for you. They were able to secure a contract for me at the hospital. No problems, got the job. What happened is that there was some non-follow-through or some sketchy behavior on behalf of the compliance department of Cross Country Healthcare. Now, Cross Country Healthcare is the parent company of CRU 48. They also own NovaPro. They own Cross Country Travcor, and then a few other brands. So Cross Country Healthcare being the parent company handling the compliance issues through their main group, which is Cross Country Travcor, their compliance department. So in going with that, their compliance department, just, you know what? They made me upfront a lot of my own expenses even after taking the contract. For example, the hospital required a second MMR and I had to pay for that. Well, I feel like that was a hospital requirement that should have come out of their budget, not my budget. And then the second problem is that it was an emergent contract, but I still had to pay for my own airfare. Okay, that was fine. That was great. I had money. I was able to do that. But if you are in a position that, you just can't drop $500 and, go out the door on a plane for a quick contract, just know that they're not going to pay for your travel arrangements. Okay, then third of all, they required a Homeland Security I-9 form, an employment eligibility form, to be notarized. Some companies do require these I-9 forms to be notarized, some don't. Cross Country Healthcare is one of them that does. So I took my I-9 form to a notary, had it notarized with my U.S. passport, and then their compliance department came back and said that that was not acceptable. And we ended up having a big war over this issue. I said, send my I-9 form, my notarized I-9 form to the Department of Homeland Security. Everything will be fine. I do this all the time. They refuse to do so. Now, here's the kicker of it. Now, this is sort of a weird thing that I have that you are not going to have, and that is I have a missing little boy. And so because of the nature of that, I actually have special agents and agents within the Department of Homeland Security and a couple deputies, inspectors, and so forth with the United States Marshal Service. So it was really, really interesting in the fact that Cross Country as a company would not send a notarized I-9 form in, so I would be in full compliance and be able to take this contract. Like I said, it was a big war that we had, and I had to end up calling my federal guys and showing them these documents and letting them know. And see, this is one thing I know how my law enforcement guys work. They question everything. Why would somebody be doing that? Okay, so this brings me to a concern that I have for you, the travel nurse. Now, Cross Country Healthcare as a company has contracts all over the United States. And so it is a very good company to go through for that reason. And CRU 48 has got that excellent marketing concept for quick contracts. The problem that I see is perhaps you may do all this work to sign up. You may get a contract upfront cost, and because there seems to be some internal employees within their compliance department or something going wrong internally with Cross Country Healthcare, then your contract may go south based on that. Now, I don't have any kind of update on what Cross Country is doing as far as improving their compliance department. I do not know that, but I'm going to err you on this side of caution if you choose to sign up with them. But other than this compliance issue of them not sending my notarized I-9 form over to the Department of Homeland Security and then me having to upfront costs. I mean, other than that, they have contracts. They're probably able to get you a contract, and you'll probably be able to have a job. Now, one other thing, Crew 48 is very, very quick to get you contracts. Some of their other brands like Cross Country Travcorps is extremely slow in the process when it comes to getting nursing contracts. But I would err on the side of caution. There's something going on with Cross Country Healthcare. I know that their stock prices have gone down in the last couple of years. And so sign up with them. If you do, err on the side of caution. They may or may not get you a job, or if they get you a job, there's a high possibility that something could fall through with it. All right, that's today's episode of I Travel Nurse TV, Travel Nurse Companies in Review. I'll see you next time.